restaurant one afternoon and asked the waitress for a cup of coffee. The guy looked across the restaurant and asked, "Is that Jesus over there?" The waitress nodded, yes. So the guy requested that she give Jesus a cup of coffee on him. The next patron, he comes in, a man who was hunched over in his back. He shuffled over to the booth, painfully sat down and asked the waitress for a cup of hot tea. He also glanced across the restaurant and asked, "Is that Jesus over there?" The waitress nodded, yes. So the man asked her to give Jesus a cup of hot tea, his treat. The third patron came into the restaurant. He was a guy on crutches. He hobbled over to the booth. He sat down and he hollered, "Hey there, honey. How about giving me a nice cold glass of wine?" He too looked across the restaurant and asked, "Ain't that Jesus boy? Ain't that God's boy over there?" The waitress once more nodded yes. So the man directed her to give Jesus a cold glass of wine also. He said, "Put it on my bill." As Jesus got up to leave, he passed by the man in the wheelchair. He touched him and said, "For your kindness, you are healed." The man felt the strength come back into his legs. He got up and he danced a jig all the way out of the door. Jesus also passed by the second man. He touched him and said, "For your kindness, you are healed." The man felt his back straighten up. He raised his hands in the air. He praised the Lord and did a series of backflips all the way out of the door. Then Jesus walked toward the third man who was on crutches. The man quickly jumped up and jumped back and yelled, "Don't touch me! I'm trying to collect my disability." The moral to this story is, our upfront expectations can be more than we bargained for. But when considering our God, He's unpredictable, not to be taken lightly. He can do all things, including healing our bodies as well as our souls.
Well.
He's a wonderful and mighty God today.
Oh, yeah.
Today is a